Yes. Yeah. I wasn't feeling comfy in the very beginning, but towards the end, I'm still nervous. But I managed to calm myself down. So about that one ball, I said it's not. Lately, back 8-9 months ago, I would have played safe, but now I'm just gonna go all out. So, in order for you to win this tournament, you gotta come out with those kind of shots. So, I decided to go for it.
Well, we're underway again on table one. Konrad Juszczyszyn with 7 wins from 12, so he's looking for one more to copper fasten his place in the weekend's play. He's up against Khalid Alghamdi, who definitely won't be going through, but is looking for every win he can get. He's got 2 matches left to play. So what's going on, Alex, this year? You've had all these wins over filler, you did really well out in the States, you're going well here. What's brought about this real upturn in your fortunes?
Well, I'm very passionate about the game again, and also got to do with a lot of things, like the brand I just launched and the health that I'm in, my new diet, and been playing a lot of pool, exercising, so all of the above. I mean, it's all working, paying off. So,
and was there a moment where you thought about things and decided to make those changes? Was there a key moment where you thought, I really want to do these things and sort out diet and really get my focus back?
It started off, I've been searching for a long time to fix my diet, because I'm age of 38, and after 4 or 5 hours of playing pool, I get tired. And I do walk like 5 miles a day, 5 times a week, and I thought I was eating healthy, but I'm still feeling this sluggishness and tiring after 4 or 5 hours of playing. And I decided to keep searching until last year. And then I found the answer now that I got all my energy back.
Extension code.
And in the best shape in my life. And then I'm more keen to play pool, and I love to play pool again.
Your heyday when you were winning the World Championship and the US Open, that's almost 20 years ago now, which seems incredible. But you look at the wins you're getting this year. You've beaten, as I said, all of the top 3 players in the table here in your last 3 matches. You've had all those wins against Joshua Filler. So much of the good start you've made to 2023 has been built around beating the stars of the next generation. That's got to make you feel so good about what could still lie ahead for you in the game.
Yes, I'm very, I feel really, really good, and I can sense it, and it's only going to get better because I'm going to keep working on my game and trying to learn from these kids now these days, because I think they changed the game. So I've been watching a lot of them, and I realize you got to come out with a shot in order for you to win this tournament. So.
And just one final thought before we focus on this match. As I've said, you've won the World Championship and the US Open in the past, the World Masters as well. If you were to win this title next Monday, when you look at this field, you've got some of the all-time greats, you've got many of the current very best players in the world, and then some of these youngsters as well. What would that mean to you, and where would it rank among the highlights of your career?
I think it's up there, because although there's only 16 of us best pool players in the world, but in order for you to win this event, your stamina's got to be good, because you got to play everybody. Like we're doing the round robin, and after this round we're gonna do another round robin and another round robin. So it's gonna be up there for sure among the US Open, World Pool Championship, and World Pool Master.
Well, we've seen over the last 4 days you can still play a very good game. We know you talk a good game, so it's great to have you alongside us in the commentary box for this one. Khalid Alghamdi, it's been a disappointing week for him. He made such waves in 2022, particularly at the European Open. But it hasn't been the week that he's been hoping for. He's played 13 matches and only had 2 wins. Indeed, at the moment, there's every chance still that he could finish bottom of the table, and that's something he's going to want to avert.
Yeah, I think for Khalid, though, he's such a good-hearted kid that he'll take it the right way and try and learn from it. And I think the way the game's going has inspired Alex and many players, right? So many great events to play in now. The rules are much better.
Right,
Pockets are tighter. I think I think there's a culmination of things going on that make it to where players like yourself want to get back in the grease and do it the right way.
Yes, I agree. I'm actually enjoying playing now because, yeah, the table, the rules, everything is good. I mean, especially this format. I love this format because I love to play. So I'm one of those person that a very slow starter. So this is a good practice for me, and my 30-second shot clock is getting better and better. So I love it.
And a thought has just occurred to me, Alex. Khalid wasn't even born when you won the World Championship, and here you still are competing against players of his generation.
Yeah. Or Khalid is gonna, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be up there soon. He will get his share. But I told we had a chat in the practice room yesterday. I said he says he's not having a good week, and I asked him why, because he hasn't been winning. And if I told him if you didn't learn, that is bad. But if you learn, that is good, because you're only 17. You're here to learn. I mean, all of us. Me, I'm here to learn. I mean, the win is bonus for me. If I win, and thank you, Pool God. If not, I already learned a couple things. I'm not going to share it now because my opponent might be listening.
Trading by one rock, you know.
Well, it's an interesting format here, and I think you can kind of overthink it, right?
Right.
The format itself a little bit, and hopefully Khalid doesn't overthink his results this week and gets a few wins today. That way he kind of exits the tournament on a high note.
When I was his age, Jeremy, I actually joined the tournament or play. My first goal in my mind is just to learn as much as I can, because I know the better you get, the win was just gonna go by itself, you know. So
we've been talking so much about your match, Alex, and about Khalid's fortunes this week. We haven't focused yet on Konrad Juszczyszyn. Yeah. 7 wins out of 12, so really if he wins this, that nails down his place in the next phase. Got off to a great start, won all of his first 4 matches. Then he lost to So-Soa. Then from 4-1 up, he was beaten by Sanjin Pelovanovic, and he really seemed to be battling with himself at that stage, but he's turned it back round. He's won 3 of his last 4 matches, and things are really looking up for him again. He's got 3 to play today, so you would expect he'll find the win that would secure his place in the next phase. Still got matches against Shane Van Bonen and Chu Chi Yu later in the day.
yeah, I like the way he plays. Well, sorry for pronunciation of this. Juszczyszyn.
I'm not sure any of us are really getting it right. Don't worry. Yeah.
There's only one vowel in that last name, and there's like 12 letters or maybe 10.
That's a very good point. I thought I was good at coming up with obscure stats, but that's the best we've had all week.
Yeah, there's only one vowel. I mean, I think Asian people get the best name. If I can, you know, change my name, I'll probably change to we, you, who, you. Like, you know, just because there's 2 letters, it's easy to write. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, Pagaline is a long one to continue. What about signing Konrad's name? And Konrad off to a good start here, and
be up 2-0.
Yeah, huge match here for him. I mean,
my full name is very long.
Alexander?
Alejandro Salvador Pagaline. That's a long name.
It's a fantastic name, though, isn't it? So it was the scratch off the break that really proved to be the key moment there. Konrad Juszczyszyn picked up off it and went 2-0 in front. Now over on table 2, Chu Chi Yu is bottom of the table at the moment, only 2 wins. She can't get through, but she is leading 3-1 against Long Duc Tien, who can still get through, but his chances could effectively be killed off if he was to lose that match.
Yeah,
so that's worth keeping an eye on.
Long Duc Tien, I think the pressure's on him right now. I mean, he knows that he had a chance to get to qualify. I mean, to get through to the next stage. So, what do you think, Jeremy?
Well, his rack differential is a little bit behind. He needed 2 for 2 wins out of his last 2 matches. But I think he's another one that is going to take a lot away from this event. I was thinking about the last match on table 2, really, and the more I think about it, how much impact that match had on a lot of players. You know, if Albin goes ahead and wins that match, Wu's in a real troublesome spot.
Right.
And Shane Van Boening, Sky Woodward, and Chris Melling may pay the benefits of that. But now that Wu won, it brings another player into the mix for that final spot.
That's a good thought, Jeremy. I never thought of that. Yeah, I'm looking at the score right now. You're right.
Yeah, that sent Wu from outside the top 10, I think it was.
Well, he was right on the line in
Right.
10th place.
Right.
Ocean was 7th. But it shows you how tight it is by winning that one match. He's moved up 3 places and is now in 7th. On the same number of wins as Konrad Juszczyszyn. He's off to a flyer here.
Yeah, a player that brings a lot of energy to every match. One heck of a shot maker.
That's a bit unlucky, though, unfortunate for Konrad. I mean, now he left Khalid easy jump shot for the side pocket.
Yeah, it caught the point.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes, I don't know, I look at those shots differently.
I
Extension
would've-
code.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I'm a big favorite to make the bank, I probably don't play the slow speed as much for
Right.
the safety as much, right? Because
Right.
things happen that way. You miss it a little more often. He catches the point. Looks unfortunate, but it happens a lot more often than you think.
That sounds like experience to me. I know how you feel. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go, you know.
If you like the bank, if
Yeah.
you got to be able to address it. You know, we don't have someone at the table to help us say, remind you, oh, you're 9 out of 10 here. Don't worry about the cue ball so much.
Right. Yeah. Agree.
Al-Ghamdi has only had 2 wins, as I was saying, from his 13 matches, and they came against So-Soa and Chu Chi Yu. Now, they obviously ply their trade mostly on the women's scene. Against all his male opponents, he's been beaten by every single one of them, and of course, they're the guys he has to try to usurp if he is to become a top player and live up to all the hype there's been about him over the last 12 months. So even to find 1 win, if it was to come in this one or against Chris Melling, would make a significant difference, I think, to how he'd feel coming away from his week in Leicester.
Yeah. Chris Melling, Skylar Woodward, they're gonna be about. Well, there's a lot of them. I think it's gonna be on the edge to get through to the next round.
Yeah, Woodward only on 6 wins, but he still has 3 more matches to go. And, every opportunity to get that 1 more win or 2 more wins that you need makes a big difference to the outlook.
Yeah, and I really think the setup was good for Skylar. Fortunate that he doesn't play like an early match, then one at the end of the session, then one night. They're all 3 in the evening, so he can prepare well to try and get 2 out of 3 wins.
Right. Yeah, it's good to play back to back to back, you know, instead
Yeah.
of just one at a time. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
This is the first time you've played in this format, Alex. I would ask you if you're a fan of it, but clearly you are, because you're absolutely thriving on this.
I love this format because you get to play a lot of pool and you get to fix some of the mistake you made instead of just playing one race. You know, if you make a mistake, one or a couple of them, you can't really go back and hey, let me fix that. But here you can, so I love this format.
You consider by the time we get to next Monday, the players who are left in the tournament will have played so many matches. The standard by them, with everyone so played in, should be absolutely astronomical. So Khalid Alghamdi had his chance here to open his account, but not for the first time this week. He wasn't able to capitalise on a promising situation, and so Konrad Juszczyszyn leads by 3 racks to 0. Nobody made a better start to this tournament than Konrad Juszczyszyn. He won his first 4 matches, and then things really started to slip away as he lost his next 4. He's come charging back with 3 wins out of 4 since then. He's 3-0 up in this match against Khalid Alghamdi. His misfortune has just continued with that scratch in the side.
Yeah, and you can kind of see a little wind knocked out of the sails there as he went back to his chair, Khalid. And
I know one thing for Khalid, when he goes back to his home, he's gonna practice that break for sure for the next event.
yeah, and he's in a good spot. He'll be fine. He just gets back home, gets a little more comfortable with himself, and
Yep.
understands that it's just going to take a while. That's just how this sport is. Most of the good ones are like that anyways.
Right. Except for a few, like Joshua Filler, he just took off like a madman. Well,
Yeah, but that's rare.
right. Very, and he's also a genius to the game. I mean, he thinks really quick and he executes really well, you know. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Konrad Juszczyszyn is 29 years of age. He's been around for some time, got to his first final on the Euro Tour all the way back in 2015. Since then, he has won a Euro Tour title, and he's won all sorts of other different versions of titles as well. He's been the American straight pool champion. He's won Nineball gold at the European Championships. He's even been the Polish snooker champion.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he won it 2 years ago, got to the final last year.
Ah.
Growing up in Canada, where there's a big snooker tradition, Alex, did you play much growing up?
Yeah, whenever I have a chance, that is my favorite game. Snooker is my favorite game, so whenever I get a chance to play, that's the only game I love playing by myself.
Extension code.
Yeah, so it's just, I think every arsenal to my game, it belongs there, so. Because the weakest part of my game is the break, so you don't really need there.
No, the break is nowhere near as significant in snooker.
Yeah,
No.
you play safe off the break.
Yeah, so.
All right, interesting shot here. Kind of pulling the cue ball 3 rails.
I think
Kind of
so.
tight.
3-4, yeah, good.
Yeah. And dropping on the 6.
And mind you, he's a lefty too, so it's a lot easier for him to play that shot. What do you think? I think I made a record today. I never seen anybody uses 3 bridges in a row.
Well, you did the last one just for show. You could have reached that ball. I even commented on it.
Yeah, we were saying, we think you were just showing off how good you are with that implement.
Yeah, I brought up how good you are with the bridge. And
Well, I didn't need to do that much anyway with that bridge. All I have to do is roll it.
right.
Now, we do have to keep an eye on what's happening over on table 2, because the 8 ball has just wriggled in for Chu Chi Yu, which leaves her a routine 9 to complete a 5-1 win over Long Duc Tien. It'll be her 3rd win. It'll take her off the bottom of the table,
Chu Chi Yu
where
wins the
indeed
match,
she's
5
replaced by Khalid Alghamdi. And it's a real setback now for Long Duc Tien. He came into today with 5 wins, 2 matches to go. Now the best he can get to is 6. And with his racks difference down at -17, it looks as though his race is more or less run in this tournament. Back here, Konrad Juszczyszyn has gone 4-0 up on Khalid Alghamdi, who, as I said, is now bottom of the table. The young Saudi Arabian has only had one 5-0 defeat in all those matches he's lost. That came last night against Skylar Woodward. He's 1 rack away from another one here.
And I'll tell you, I think all the players are a little fortunate that Chu Chi Yu didn't get a little more comfortable early. You could tell the first day or 2 she was a little uncomfortable out on the main tables, and now in the last 2 days the game is definitely elevated.
Well, she wasn't showing her best at
On
all.
the hill.
Those first few days, it did not give a sense of how well she can play. And once she got that first win, it seemed to free her up a bit. And now she's got 3, and still a couple of matches left to try to add to that. 4-0 to Juszczyszyn.
Yushin. Did I say it right?
Oh, listen, I'm probably getting it wrong as well. I think we need to get him in here to give us a lesson in exactly how to say it.
Are you sure it's not zzz? No?
It'd be a lot easier if it was. Maybe we can persuade him to go by that name. Well, what's he got here?
I think a sliver of the 2, but really
Push out code.
Yeah.
not much to work with.
Where did push out there? Looks like the
Yeah.
idea here is to put the cue by the 4, right? Make it tough. What do you think, Jeremy?
Yeah, maybe.
Put the
He's rolling out up table. This is going to get a snooker put on you most of the time, especially if you give up a little at the bottom half of the cue ball. You can
Yeah,
you can play the 2 off the 3 and stun down below the 6-7 a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
I think that's possible. I think that's possible. Or you can aim. You can do a little masse. I wonder if you can do that. Masse, aim, take. Same idea, but just
You're right. Without
Yeah.
digging on the
Yeah.
cue ball.
because I think the 2 ball is going towards where the pink 4 is.
I think the 2 plays in the side, though. So I think he may just go ahead and shoot. We'll see. trying to dig out of the corner, maybe.
Oh, he did your shot.
Yeah, that looked pretty doable to me.
Yep.
And it's been a couple times. It was earlier, and I think it was day 2, that Konrad really made some suspect push-outs.
Right.
Like very easy safeties in return. And, you know, that's going to be something he's got to pay attention to as this event evolves and goes
I
further.
agreed, especially on this level. Everybody's getting better. The cue ball is getting better. Decision making is getting better.
Extension coach.
Well, one thing you brought up earlier, and I've been saying this for a while, especially with how things are rolling for Nineball pool in such a good manner, that you're going to have to knock balls in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just how the direction the game's
Pressure.
going. And I think in another year or
Ball in
two's
hand.
time, you're going to see it even more so.
Yeah. Safety can
Start
only
the
take you
contest.
so far. I mean, you still got to knock some balls in, you know.
Well, the tough shots, like
Yeah.
you had the one ball earlier, and
Yeah, I was happy about that.
yeah.
The reason why I was happy because my decision making, I was happy that I decided to go for it. Not because I made the shot. I kind of like, sometimes you just got to go, right?
Yeah.
Khalid Alghamdi was 4-0 down round about this time yesterday against Earl Strickland. He didn't win, but he did manage to get all the way back to 4-all. If he is to produce some similar sort of turnaround today, it's got to start right here, right now.
All right. No real bad position here. Just doesn't want to end up too short. If he gets straight, he can play the 6 up long. Now, if he's on the rail, this could get a little hairy.
I was wondering about that rail.
And I don't know if he can hold the ball here.
Well, he could probably jack up a little bit. And,
Oof,
he's
that's a
stalling
touchy
now.
shot, though. I'd rather cheat the pocket, I think, and try to go forward and back out.
Oh, yeah, if he can do that, yeah, by all means, yeah.
Good speed there.
Perfect.
After that win over Long Duk Tien, Chu Chi-yu is straight back into action on table 2 against Naoki Oi. He's already through to the next phase. Such a big noise at the European Open last year. Got to the last 32. And it was Juszczyszyn who actually ended his run there. Later in the year, perhaps attracted even more attention for winning the inaugural SVB Junior Open in Atlantic City. And what he's won here is the 5th rack, and so averts the prospect of what would have been his 2nd whitewash of the tournament. It's still a long way back. He now closes to 4-1.
What will be the odds for Khalid to win this match?
The match?
Yeah.
Well, you've always got a chance when it's race to 5, haven't you? Even when it's 4-0 and you're struggling, there's always the chance you can turn it round.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
Even
nearly won
alternate
from that
break.
position,
Yeah,
as I was saying
absolutely.
yesterday against Strickland.
Yeah, I think Alex is picking my brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Is all, maybe 4-1, just like the score is, something like that, maybe.
4-1.
4-1.
Interesting.
I'm not coming to you to place any bets.
And why is that?
You've got to be a bit more generous than that, JJ.
Well, I mean, it
Trading
can't be
by
like
4
10 to
racks to
1.
one.
I
This
don't-
is why he's
I
got
don't
so much
think.
money, Alex. because
Well,
he's clever like this.
I wish that
He's
were
one of
true.
the best.
Alghamdi.
Handicapper.
Alghamdi has had 2 breaks in this match. He scratched off both of them.
Let's see his next one. Oh, that was a good break.
Yes.
And
Should get a nice shot here.
a little bit awkward. He's jacked up over that pink 4, but I think it'll be all right. I mean, for me, this is a very tough shot because I'm only 5'3", and people don't realize how tough this shot for me. I have to elevate my shoes or my feet or something. Like I
Get
gotta
on your
change
toes.
position, get on my toes. You're right. And what worse is, once I do that, I can't see where I'm aiming. So for Khalid, might not be the issue here because he's like what, 5'11"?
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
Yeah.
Long as well.
Yep.
Can reach anything at that age.
Yeah, limber. Oh, nice shot there. Went really aggressive. And what he did there is he didn't want to stroke the ball in between
Right.
and kind of lay over, right? That kind of makes the ball a little more missable. You could let the cue ball leak behind the 8. He went ahead and attacked and making sure he was striking the ball well. And even though a little chance with the cue ball, you got to like his thinking.
Yeah, I love how he, I love his decision there. So, oh, except for that one, I would have just run into. I mean, like just billiard the 9 and take
Yeah.
the 4 ball in the side, right?
Yeah, he thought he was going to miss the
the whole
9,
thing.
yeah, and come 3 rails. So just a little experience is all.
Yeah, and especially with this new cloth, I think it will bounce more on the object ball when you hit when you hit a hard shot like that.
Yeah, he's pretty pure, though. He just sticks to doing the right thing, ignore winning a little bit more.
Yeah, it's only 17. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do a lot of damage in the next few years. So he's from Saudi Arabia, right?
That's right, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at the European Open, as I was saying, that he first really came to wide attention. Beat Skylar Woodward, Oliver Sholnocki. Great wins along the way.
Look, Chu Chen Yu, she's making a noise. She's up
Yeah.
1-0 against Naoki
Well,
Oi right now.
I think that's just gone 2-0 against Naoki Oi.
I didn't know this format will go carry over for the next round robin.
Yeah, all the wins carry forward. So you're already building wins towards getting through to the last phase. Just to correct that, you were right, Alex. That is 1-0
Yeah.
to Chu Chi Yu, looking to make it back-to-back wins. Khalid Alghamdi is going to make it back-to-back racks. He was 4-0 down, but he's still fighting here. He now trails 4-2. Final day of Phase 1 in the Premier League. Khalid Alghamdi won't be around for the weekend. Konrad Juszczyszyn is looking to nail down his place in Phase 2 here. He was 4-0 up. It's now been pegged back to 4-2, but the pole has the break in rack 7.
Let's see this break. Looking good. Looking good, but he's unfortunate not to get a shot on the 2. Now, this is the one you've been talking about here, Jeremy. Where's he gonna push out from here?
Well, his last push out wasn't the best with the 5 hanging. Very difficult to go up table.
Let me ask you a question, Jeremy.
Push out,
when you do push out, do you consider your opponent that he's like, do you give it a shot like hoping that your opponent doesn't know the shot?
Yeah, I mean, I consider that for sure. Just like if I'm playing like you, I thought about a shot actually that you and I, when we played on a rollout situation in the U.S. Open a few years ago, and like if I'm playing a player that's very aware of everything,
Yeah.
I kind of hide what I'm trying to do. I don't let them kind of see what I'm thinking during the push out, if that makes any sense.
Oh, now you guys know this is another inside, very, very
Well, I don't want to clue them
insightful.
in. Right?
Is that word?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, insightful from Jeremy Jones. I will take this in the bag.
Yeah, and you
No
know,
better man to learn from.
Yeah.
and then there's, you know, of course,
You should listen to him in one pocket.
yeah, right.
Back to Konrad.
But then you have to consider, you know, what their skills are, right? I mean,
See, this is another push out. I don't think I would push out there, Jeremy.
yeah, I'm surprised. I guess the 2 doesn't play.
Yeah.
Now he's going to have to get a nice snooker if he's playing the 2 into the 8, because again, with the 5 hanging, you could easily leave an easy kick shot. Now, how good is this?
Yeah.
This was beautiful.
But you and I know this 5 ball is very doable.
Yeah, and still, and really difficult to play such a good hit on the 2 to the 8. Usually, the 2 leaks one way or another off the 8. You got the
Right.
premium out of that.
Okay, so would you go all the way here? I think so.
Yeah, I like to do it with a high ball more than drawing, though.
Yeah, high ball is
Yeah.
the shot.
With kind of a ricochet off the 2, off his right side of the 2, trying to make the 5. There is a lot of gamble there, but
I think it's there.
Yeah, it's
Just
definitely there.
high and hope get a shot on it too.
Dodged the scratch. He's
Oh,
gonna give up a shot here, but nothing easy.
but he can make this too and just flick the 7-ball a little bit and then get position on the tree.
Yeah, leveling out from distance. Konrad, I think, excels at that over some of the field.
And he's such a
Extension
good
code.
shot maker, so I fancy him making this shot. I mean,
Yeah, I like his chances. Could fluke to 7.
yeah, once in a while that happen. It's there.
Just really good with that straight high ball.
Is there any chance here to Konrad to hook himself behind that 8?
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he's going to go and just hit it with speed. I mean,
I like that idea. I'm
why not?
or that one too, trying to make the 9 also.
And contain the cue ball with the
Yeah.
9. I was about to say, when you're trying to move the ball, easy to overcut that knowing you have a big pocket.
Right. Another chance for Khalid. I don't think he has much choice here. So, but to roll behind the pink 4.
Yeah, that looks like the shot.
Yeah.
I mean, he could attack.
Oh yeah.
This is probably the most disappointing thing for Khalid. Is in a few matches he made some incredible shots to get in position to win matches, and didn't finish. You know, I think, you know.
Wow, that's a good shot.
No, he's got some skills, that's for sure. But I think in a, you know, I don't know how to say it exactly. He had it in his mind that, you know, if everything went right, maybe he could take down this title. But I don't think that was realistic for him. But I do think, you know, you can get disappointed when the matches were right in front of you to win.
I got a question for you guys. How many Juszczyn's match left? 2 more?
Right, how many has he got left? Yeah, he's got 2 more to play after this one. He'll be playing Shane Van Bonen and the informed Chu-Chi-Yu.
So this is a very important win for him then. I see. So he only got like 7 wins, right?
Not 7, yeah. He won all of his first 4, then things went off the boil a bit, but he's come charging back. It looked like he was going to get the win to get on to 8 and nail down his place in the next phase, but some doubt about that now. Al-Ghamdi raising his game.
Well, his rack differential is in a good spot. That being
Yeah, it's gotta help.
Juszczyszyn, so
He's clearly the best of all the players who are on 7 wins in terms of the rack's difference.
yeah, and he can only, if he does lose this match, it will be at no worse than 5-4, so that won't, you know, be too hurt, the rack differential. Nice stroke there. And they come in all sizes, right, pool players, but I think his build is like perfect for pool. You know, not too tall, but a nice tall man but very long. You know, similar to like a Fedor Gorst, right?
Is that you? Are you saying I'm short?
Khalid Alghamdi wins the record.
Well, Khalid Alghamdi is still battling away here. He's certainly not shown any lack of heart throughout the tournament. As you said, though, Jeremy, so often during the week he's put himself in position to win matches. Well, now he's in position potentially to win this one. Let's see if he's more clinical now than he has been throughout the tournament. News from Table 2. Naoki Oi has won 2 racks in a row and now leads Chu-Chi-Yu 2-1. Chu can't qualify for the next phase, but she could potentially finish as high as 11th. When you consider she spent most of the week propping up the table,
Rack 8,
that would be a
Khalid
remarkable
Alghamdi to
turnaround.
break.
She'd have to win
Trailing by
her 2
4 racks
remaining
to
matches
3.
for that to remain a possibility. And what does remain a possibility is Khalid Alghamdi winning this match. He did trail 4-0. He's now just 1 behind as he breaks rack 8.
Watch out, cue ball. Oh, he's all right. Now another push out.
Yeah, and another difficult one. They're always difficult at the pro level.
Okay, well, where would we push here?
I think you have to push out to a challenge that doesn't offer much position. Maybe over by the 8. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that. Can he do that? I don't think he can. It's like corner hook, I believe. I wonder. Yeah, masse. You got a masse for you to hit the 8. I think that's the only.
Push out,
or you
coach.
can actually kick the 8.
Yeah, kick one rail if
Yeah.
you're arc under hooked. I think he's going to do a little light masse. Though.
Yeah,
He's not
light.
up against the corner too bad. Certainly didn't want to give up the right side of the one. That wouldn't be good. Ball get knocked away and the cue ball get drawn one rail behind the 3-7.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can roll this behind the 4 and 5, and then just put the one ball by the side.
I think he can cut it.
Oh, he did. Oh, very fortunate for Khalid there. I mean, Konrad. That it laid out like that. I think I will give Khalid ball in end from here. I don't even want to mess with this one ball. What do you think, Jeremy?
Extension, coach.
Would you give up ball in hand and tie up the 3-7 maybe?
Yeah,
Or?
that's what I'm gonna do. Exactly what I'm gonna do. Because I don't think he can do much with ball in hand here, but let's see. I don't know if I like that shot, Jeremy.
Well, one thing is, he got a little bit of a reward on the 5 and the 7, and the 1
Right.
didn't get super easy. I mean, it's an easy ball to make, but he's going to have to worry a little bit shooting the 2 with the 6 there. So he's got to earn it. Looks like he's going to cheat the pocket a little bit going forward. Really nice stroke.
Yeah,
A little unlucky to get over the pink 4, really.
he shot that ball like ball in hand.
Well, that's what I meant earlier when I said he made so many beautiful shots to get in position to win some of these matches. And that's probably the most disappointing thing for the young man.
Oh, what about that shot? Hello. He needs to be in the right side of this 4 ball. Do you play it in the side pocket?
I think you have to from where the
Right.
cue balls ended up. You just got to make a bit of a shot, that's all. Now, if he tries to move the ball, this is a missable ball, and you could end up a little short and a little more difficult to get the right position on the 4 to get to the 5.
Not unless when you hit it like that. Well, it's still.
That's what I mean. It's hard, you know, at least taking on the tough shot in the side, you're guaranteed the angle to, you know, if you do make the tough shot, to get on the 5.
Agreed. Well, he's fortunate there that just need to roll this 4. Oh my God. Does he have stroke or what?
Yeah.
Pretty good stroke, huh?
Yeah, we're going to see a lot more of it if he wants to get out here.
Yeah.
Juszczyszyn looking a little bit anxious here.
Yep.
Staring at the possibility of losing a match that he looked so comfortable in. Remember when he went 4-0 up, he still had 3 breaking racks potentially to come to get over the line. He's got 1 left now. If Al-Ghamdi take us the distance here. He seems to be a player who plays his best when he's coming from behind. As you said, Jeremy, there have been times he's had chances to win matches and not seen it through, but times in matches we've seen on more than one occasion when he's gone well behind, he started to produce, but that is not ideal.
No, this is super thin. I don't know unless he used some side spin if he can hold for the 8. And the thing we're going to see the difference is we're going to have players on one end that they know they're not going to make the final 10, and they're going to free swing a little bit more, try and enjoy themselves a little more, not stressing as much, and then you have their opponents that are fighting for their lives in this Premier League pool.
I agree. Would you go for the bank here? Sometimes I would.
Yeah. If I felt like I could draw the ball past the side, it's a little funny. The high ball's a hard one to really rely on the slick table.
Yeah. I don't think I will play high ball here, especially brand new cloth. I will draw it if ever.
Yeah, he cut it. May fluke it. May fluke it.
The one pocket shot. Hey, that's good one pocket shot there, Jeremy.
Yeah, and now he's still not out of the woods. He's got to work the cue ball.
I wonder how good is he with the bridge.
Well, I think Saudi Arabia,
Yeah,
little
it
snooker and pyramid, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Uh-oh, watch out.
A
Cue
little
ball.
too hard.
Now he's going to get a little help.
Suddenly it feels like everything's running his way. He's had a couple of little nudges and bits of good fortune. So from 4-0 down in this match, Khalid Alghamdi has clawed his way back. Bottom of the table, but still battling in this one. It's 4-all.
Alghamdi wins the rack.
Just before the deciding rack, an update from the other table. Naoki Oi, 3-1 up now against Chu Chi-Yu, having lost the opener. And he's at the table with a chance to get it to 4-1.
Yeah, we always talk about Oi. Oh, big miss on the 6 ball
Yeah,
there.
dreadful shot from Oi.
Yeah, the timing looked a little off on the pre-strokes into a stroke, but talk about, you know, much more serious, not as many, you know, the interviews we used to talk about, right, with Oi and all that, but I'm still waiting for that huge win and then the response we get from him, because I think he is going to take down a major title before it's all over with.
So Khalid Alghamdi came from 4-0 down to force a decider once already in this tournament. He lost it. Is it going to be a different story this time? How is this one finished up?
Not terrible. I mean, he's got a tough combination. May decide not to take the combination on just because it is at 4-4.
Yeah. Or you can draw this ball right by the 9 and play 2 rails. I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to try
Yeah,
and draw
I
it.
like that. I like that.
He's got to play that. If it
Uh-oh.
flukes in, this is a little unfortunate for
No.
Konrad.
Actually, it's not really that bad because the 3 is right by the hole if he makes it. So
Yeah, but that's what I mean for Konrad. It's a little unfortunate. It leaves a little bit more of hope on the kick shot for Khalid.
right.
He's got to play it with a light speed coming 2 rails. You got to kind of dink this in because it's easy to follow it in otherwise.
Right. Well, Khalid is in the he's in a tough
Extension
shot.
code.
Tough shot here.
I'll tell you what, his instincts are pretty good, though. He's looking at tying up the 3-6, and that's not terrible.
Right. I wonder how's he gonna do it. A rail first.
That's what he's trying to figure out. He would have to kick the 3 up on the 6 and get a, yeah, this is a tough one here, lefty. So he's got to kick it and get a little double kiss probably off the 6 into the 3.
Soft
It's
shot.
close.
Go in hand.
Not bad at all.
Okay.
Hill finishes haven't been kind to Khalid Alghamdi in this tournament. He's had 4 of them and lost the lot.
Wow, that's hard luck. Sometimes your opponent will give it to you. Maybe a golden break at Hill, something.
What do you consider here? A high ball and do a loopy to break the 3 and 6
He may show us something fancy.
like that. Oh.
Well, yeah, now you could trap yourself a little bit, but he should get the safety.
Yeah.
Cross this ball over. He's using side. That's
Oh my
surprising.
God.
I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
He's supposed to just chop that and run behind the pink and let the 3 just drift over, I think.
Mm-hmm. I like that shot.
Chu Chi-Yu made the most of that terrible miss from Naoki Oi to win the 5th rack and close to 3-2 behind. Oi, though, in play with a great chance to make that 4-2.
And it's a little thick, so caught a little thick to the hole, so the cue ball's going to be a little short of his mark. And it's amazing how often how you play it to the pocket has so much, impact on where the cue ball ends up. All right, should be okay. He's going to get a little thin on the purple, but not bad.
Is Konrad here gonna affect his score here somehow?
Well, it puts a lot of pressure on him for the last 2. Now, he's in a great rack differential position, but he still can't. None of us see the future, right? So
Right.
we're not going to see how things come out.
Yeah, I think that is the key thing. If he does lose, it's only going to be 5-4, and as we've said, if you can get a good racks difference, that can almost count as an extra win.
That's why when it looks grim, you know, if there's been some 4-0 situations, you got to keep fighting.
Well, it really did look grim, didn't it, for Al-Ghamdi? He had scratched off the break both times, 4-0 down. Every reason for his head to drop, given the way this tournament has gone for him. He's only had 2 wins prior to now against the 2 ladies in the field. It looks as though he's going to beat one of his male opponents for the first time this week. He will feel so much better about everything in a couple of balls' time if he can just deposit this 9.
Hats to him. He stayed there and fought hard. So
Yeah, and he had every reason, as I say, to let his head drop. What a tonic this is for him.
Oh
He was
my.
4-0 down. Khalid Alghamdi